Welcome to We Talk, where we talk about any and everything as a family.
As a family.
As a family, we all do it.
In today's discussion, we're going to discuss whether or not you could forgive one parent if they murdered the other parent. I came across this when I was watching Ayana Fix My Life, and the guy hadn't forgiven his father for killing his mother, but eventually he did, and yeah, so I don't know how I was feeling about that, but let me see how you feel about it.
I mean, how did the murder go down?
Well, yeah, I'm not actually curious about that.
I think he was about 6 years old. He was home with his mother, and the mother and the father were estranged or whatever. The father decided that he was going to come over, and he was high and he wanted sex. So he knocked on the door. She answered the door, and apparently she didn't want to be bothered, so he just shot her. And the kid seen the muzzle flashes when his mother was taken away from him.
The what?
The muzzle flashes from the gun. The flashes of the gun when you shoot this.
Guns flash.
I mean, there's like the muzzle is like the end of the gun, like the barrel, and so when you shoot, there is that brief little flash as the bullet is like propelling out. Because think about it, like a bullet being shot, that's like a little contained explosion, right? So it's just like that little flash from the explosion as the bullet is being propelled to the mother to kill her.
Okay.
So the father, he went to jail. Then about 40 years later, he got out of jail. So when he got out of jail, that
Must have been a murder.
It must have been a murder. When he got out of jail, trying to reconnect the family.
Initially,
the son, had a problem. But by the end of the episode, now I don't know if this was just for TV, but by the end of the episode, they were throwing the football around, which is something he had never been able to do with his son.
That is such
That's so TV.
That is so TV.
So, what are your views on this situation?
How about we go toss some pigs?
Okay, and I want to know, because to me there can be a difference between a mother killing a father and a father killing a mother. In my mind, there could be a difference.
All right, so when you brought this to me, this topic, the first thing I thought was like, that's so entirely situational.
Yeah.
It is. I agree.
Because what if you have a parent that you like and a parent that you don't like, right? If the parent that you like kills the parent that you hate, and you're like, hey, cool. like all is forgiven. But like if the opposite happens, then you'll never get over it.
Yeah.
Also, it depends on how they died, how they kill them, why they kill them. Like if the dad is touching all over the kid and the mom kills him, that's different than the dad.
He's mad because dinner wasn't cooked and.
No, I was trying to keep it, the same killer.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The dad gambling too much and the mom losing it.
I mean, I don't know. I personally feel like I don't really want to be hanging out with murderers. Is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So whether I forgive you or not, it's not like we're going to be having Sunday dinner.
We ain't going to be throwing around the football like that.
Because you have already shown that you have it in you to take away somebody that you supposedly care about. Like, how do I know that you're not going to snap on me?
Let me
How I know I dropped the football and you lose it?
Let me give you a real life scenario that I've experienced. A man comes home, he gets into his wife and he's beating her. when she is capable of getting up from him, she stabs him. He winds up dying. So, do you forgive her for that, for killing your father?
I feel like that's self-defense.
I don't care.
Well, you know what? The courts didn't feel that way because she went to jail.
Well, hey, man.
Yeah, she went to jail for it.
Sucks to be her. Like,
But up under those circumstances, do you forgive your mother for killing your father?
Yeah,
how much
the
do I like
father
my
is
mother? Are we pretending like this is you?
No, we're not. I mean, no, just in general.
Well, okay, look, in that situation, it's like, I can't hold anything against her.
Yeah.
So.
She did what she had to do.
I
Because he could
forgive her.
have probably ended up killing her from the beating.
And I do agree with that.
Like, if it's self-defense, if one parent is killing the other out of self-defense, or out of, like...
Out of being abused.
Child
and,
defense.
Yeah, like, I guess it depends on motive, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, if the mother walks in on the dad, like, touching the child, and the mother kills the dad, it's like, you know, you
She
can't...
did what she had to do.
She had to protect her child. Like, and if the mother is fighting off an abusive husband or whatever, like, she had to do what she had to do.
But, okay, so with the abusive husband situation can get a little tricky in the sense that, and I don't feel this way, but in the sense that you could have left. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they blame the women. They're like, well, you could have left. You didn't have to kill him. You could have left that situation. You could have left that
Okay, but
marriage.
like what happened in Ayala, she left. They weren't together. He came after her. And she still winded up dying.
I agree.
So it's not about you could have left. It's about that should have never been the behavior in the first place, and the blame should not be placed on the person who is being abused, but the abuser themselves.
I fully agree.
I feel like she's got to time it right. If she's gonna kill him, she's got to wait until he's like laying into her, and then she kills him. Then it's like boom, self-defense. It's like you could have left. Like how am I gonna leave if he's beating me? Like in that moment.
Yeah, but like I said.
No, I think she means like you could have left the relationship before it got that bad.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But to what you were saying, I feel like the situation that I gave you, I personally felt like it was self-defense.
Oh
but
yeah.
when
No.
she went before they
When did this happen?
This happened when I was a teen. Yeah.
Well, okay.
So like,
don't take this the wrong way, but that was kind of a little bit ago, and I feel like things now have changed to where she would be okay now.
I don't know. I disagree. Because there was a woman who went to prison because she murdered the person who was raping her.
Who's actively like in the
Who
in the
was
process?
sex trafficking. She was being sex trafficked.
Oh, I saw
And
that.
So
I
she
know.
murdered one of the guys to become free, and they sent her to jail. And she's only like 26 or something now.
Well, you know, I guess no system is perfect, but yeah, that didn't make sense to me because in my opinion, that was self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like if I know that one of my parents, be it the father or the mother, is abusing the other parents and something pops off like this, I feel like I could forgive them. I do feel like people have a tendency to, there are some cases where you do like one parent more than you like the other. That's just realistic. I feel like in my circumstances, I feel like, I was a daddy's girl. Let's just be clear. I was a daddy's girl. So I think that if my mother would have killed my father for something other than him beating her, which he did not, I would have a problem with her. I don't care. For real. I would forgive her, but like you said,
We would have been
You're
wrong
too
about
forgiving though.
it would take a long time for me to forgive her. But I feel like when you forgive someone, you're freeing yourself. You're not harboring that hatred, because that can weigh
You
a
can
person
harbor
down.
hatred and just not even think about it, so long as you're not interacting with that person ever, right? Like, if I have somebody that I hate, I don't have to just fixate on that hatred at all times of my life. Like, I wouldn't make myself a prisoner to that hatred. I would just like cut
But
them
that's
out of
just-
my life.
That's just, but you know what? That's just, this is your parent. Typically, people have relationships with their parents that they don't have with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend may come and go, but these are your parents. They're never not going to be your parents.
I
So
could definitely get over that. Like,
yeah, you probably could.
Not- I'm not saying with you. I'm just saying.
I just see what you're saying.
A person's a person, man.
I understand what you're saying from that point of view. Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, a parent is more than just blood. It's like the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you don't have that relationship with that person, are they really your parent? Like, So, if you had an abusive father that was like, beating your mother, beating you, whatever, like, would you consider him like a father? Like, he's not acting how a father should act. Like, you may be related by blood, but the bond isn't there, right?
Well, he could be beating her, but treat you good as gold.
Again,
So therefore,
It's
she
very
wouldn't
situational.
right. But therefore, she wouldn't have a husband in the sense that she should have a husband, but I would still have a father.
Well, I think that parents are different than like husbands in like the way that you, because of the law. Well, actually, no, just kidding. Take that.
Ew.
That was gross.
Anyway, so how do you like overall? Like, if you had to give like a one-word answer,
No, there's not one word.
or like a
Yes.
one. If you had to sum it all up. Sum it all up. Go on.
To sum it all up, it's entirely situational. If I personally feel like the reason is good enough, usually it's like self-defense or in defense of someone else, I think I could forgive, the parent who killed the other one. But like, if the killing was
Just like they wanted the insurance money, then
like
that's
something
fine.
like that, no, you can't get over that.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. What's your thoughts?
It all depends on the motive. It's situational. It, like, I don't know. It just depends, I guess. Like, if it's for something dumb, like you said, then like, how are you, like, you took away such a
Yeah.
crucial part of like development from me.
Yeah.
So like, why should I? And not only that, but you removed yourself because you went
Yeah.
to prison. So, yeah.
I too think
That's
that
tough.
it's situational. But even like you said, if it was self-defense or something like that, then I could forgive. But even up under those circumstances, would you want to hang with that person? Because I know that you said
Yeah, because there's a difference of like what you have
I mean, well,
to do
there-
and what you have to do to protect yourself.
yeah, I feel like if you had to kill somebody out of self-defense, you aren't a murderer. Like, you aren't just like some cold-blooded killer.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're a survivor, I guess, in that sense, right? Like, you're.
Mhm.
So I feel like it's different. Like, if you in the story that you described with Iona, whatever the name
Mhm.
was, I I could not get over that.
I don't think I could either. I mean, and y'all know, I try to be a forgiving person, but under those circumstances, you took away my mother. I was 6 years old. You took away my mother,
Over
and
something
then
as stupid
you went
as
to
sex.
jail too. You know, yes, you were high. You didn't know what you were. That's no excuse because you chose to take the drugs. So, yeah, I don't feel like I could forgive up under those circumstances, and I think that's something that I would just have to live with. I mean, I do think that would be a heavy burden, but that's just something I'm willing to live with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a discussion with your family. See if you can get on the same page.
If not the same page, at least in the same chapter.
And if not the same chapter, don't kill your parents.
I agree.
I agree.